Hey everybody, it's Recap the Adler time on this Sunday, May 11th, 2025. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers here in the United States. It is a joyous, sunny day here, and for Eintracht Frankfurt, it is somewhat sunny. The Frauen wrapped up their Bundesliga's regular season this morning at RB Leipzig, 1-2-0, goals by Geraldine Reutler and Nicola Anyomi. VfL Wolfsburg did beat Bayer Leverkusen 3-1, which means Wolfsburg finished in second, Eintracht Frankfurt Frauen in third. Of the top four teams, Eintracht Frankfurt were the ones that gave up the most goals. So when you look at where they were in the table to where they are now, unfortunately, they kind of have themselves to blame. Moving over to the Männer, finished a little bit ago at home to St. Pauli, match day 33, the penultimate match day of the Bundesliga. Going in, Eintracht Frankfurt could have seen themselves potentially clinch Champions League qualification if earlier results went their way, i.e. Holstein Kiel at hosting Freiburg yesterday. Holstein Kiel, while they did jump out to the league, Freiburg unfortunately jumped out with two Freiburg 2-1 winners at Kiel, and with Heidenheim's win along with Bochum's loss, we're pretty much set with Bochum relegated, Holstein Kiel relegated, and more than likely Heidenheim in the playoff, although Hoffenheim might be able to slip down into there. Borussia Dortmund at Bayer Leverkusen earlier this morning. Bayer Leverkusen, had they taken points off Dortmund, that would have clinched qualification. While Bayer Leverkusen jumped out to a 1-0 win, Dortmund did a fucked up Dortmund thing and won on the road at Bayer Leverkusen, coming from behind. Bayer Leverkusen won, Borussia Dortmund 2, which meant an Eintracht Frankfurt win at home to St. Pauli was going to be the only way for the Adler to clinch Champions League qualification ahead of the final match day for the 25-26 season. And while Rasmus Christensen opened the match up in style in the first minute, making it 1-0 to the home side, St. Pauli equalized a couple of minutes later and then jumped out to a lead just by a well-executed counterattack that from a goalie, throw in, set piece, anything that just caught us completely off guard. Eventually, the changes by Eintracht Frankfurt paid off. Michy Batshuayi substitute came on, made it 2-2. Could have made it 3-2, although it was ruled that it was a handball in the process. Honors even 2-2, especially for a St. Pauli side that came in knowing that they needed a point to survive for the 25-26 season. So they dug down deep and they got that point. As for us, we were flat and we were just kind of possessing the ball a little bit too much without any really course of action for a lot of that match. So while it infuriates me to an extent that we're going into match day 34 being unable to clinch the job and say we are a Champions League side confirmed, maybe today was the deserved result. So what's at stake for next week? Match day 34 sees Eintracht Frankfurt travel to Freiburg. Both teams, two of the three teams in the hunt for, there's three teams playing for two Champions League spots. Eintracht Frankfurt currently have third place at 57 points. 2 points behind them is Freiburg in fourth with 55. Borussia Dortmund in fifth with 54. Eintracht Frankfurt have the best goal difference, plus 20 to Dortmund's plus 17. Now here's the fun part. Frankfurt are at Freiburg, and Dortmund host relegated Holstein Kiel. All these matchups are 9:30. All matchups of the final Bundesliga match day 34, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You can watch Freiburg Frankfurt on ESPN Plus. I'm sure many might have the Goal Arena, which you can also watch on ESPN Plus. Moody Diva is making us wait until the final match day once again to determine where exactly we will finish in the table and what competition we will be in for 25-26. We know we'll be in Europe. The question is what? Shout out locally here, I must give to Renshaw Lounge in Clawson, which is a nice little 15-minute drive down for me that I was able to check out the match. And so for any of us in the Detroit Southeastern part, look for this to become maybe a potential regular spot in this upcoming season, which will be a couple months away before it starts, but I'll be here quickly before you know it. With that said, it's Mother's Day. I'm about to go see mine. Hope that all are having a great Happy Mother's Day again to everyone here that are celebrating. This day is for you. Everyone else have a great weekend. We'll be getting another Hey Eintracht Frankfurt podcast coming out relatively soon in the week. I think it's going to be John and Chris. And yeah, until next time, so long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen auf der Tschüss und Forza SGA.